you guys, welcome back to the Lightford house. Today we're going to make a kind of baked ziti, only we're using penne pasta in our Ninja Speedi. So we're making a Ninja Speedi ziti. Alright guys, for seasonings, I've got some salt and pepper back here, basil, Italian seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, mozzarella cheese, penne pasta. I've got some pasta sauce, you can use whatever kind you like, some minced garlic, and then I've got some ground beef that is thawing out in my microwave. This is just from Sam's Club that I put in a freezer bag. You could also add Parmesan cheese in this as well, but I'll probably just sprinkle some Parm over mine after it's cooked. But anyway, after the meat thaws out, we're gonna get started with sauteing it. It's gonna be a one-pot meal. In addition to these ingredients, we're also gonna need some water to cook our pasta with. All right guys, I've got my Speedi plugged in. I'm gonna hit the power button. Now, if you guys wanna make this in like the Ninja Foodie grill, you can. You just have to cook your ground beef or Italian sausage or whatever meat you're gonna use in this dish over your stove first, because the Foodie grill doesn't have a saute function. I removed my crisper tray out of the Speedi. Our smart switch is flipped down to air fry, which is what we want. And we are gonna come down to the sear and saute. It's on high 5, that's just the default setting. And we're gonna hit the start stop button. It'll take a few minutes for it to get warmed up, and then we'll add our meat. I'm just using 80-20 ground beef, but you can use Italian sausage, you can use whatever you want. I'm gonna go ahead and add my meat in here, and then we're gonna get it seasoned up. All right, so I'm gonna get my seasonings added in. We're just going in with some salt, some Italian seasoning. There's no direct measurements, guys, as usual, just season to your liking, and then I'm probably gonna add in some more Italian seasoning in there. Black pepper, and if you don't like these seasonings or you like something else better, you can add to or leave out, whatever your preference is. Now I am using both garlic powder and some actual minced garlic in there. You can do one or the other. So I'm just gonna add in some garlic powder. I'm not gonna add in my minced garlic yet because I don't want it to burn. So, and let me grab my mix and chop. If you don't have a mix and chop tool, you can just use a wooden spoon or something silicone. Whatever utensil you have that is not metal, you don't want to scratch your inner pot. We're just going to let this saute. By the way guys, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you love quick, easy, no-brainer, one-pot meals. And stay tuned to the very end, you guys, because at the very end I'm going to introduce you to a buddy of mine that I've not shown on my channel yet. Alright guys, the meat is almost there. I'm going to add a little bit more of the onion powder and the basil and Italian seasoning in there, because I like to say the key to a good meal is having well seasoned meat. Of course, if you're making this a meatless meal, you don't have to worry about that. And what I like about the Speedi is I can see exactly how long we've been sauteing. So it's been 7 minutes and 12 seconds so far, but to you guys it's much shorter than that thanks to the power of editing. But we're almost there. So since our meat is almost cooked through, I'm going to go ahead and add my minced garlic at this time. And again, I don't measure garlic, I measure garlic with my heart. So, however much this is, that's how much is going in. I'd say maybe a tablespoon or 2. I had to guess, but anyway, we don't want to add our garlic too early because we don't want it to burn. We just want it to give some of that flavor into our meat. And we're going to hit the start stop button to turn off the saute function. So we've turned off the saute function. Now we're going to add in some pasta sauce. I have a 45-ounce jar, 2 pounds of pasta sauce. I buy these at Sam's. They come in 3-pack and it's an excellent deal. Another cool thing about the Speedi is it's not a pressure cooker. So, while you can make this in a pressure cooker, you don't have to worry about getting the burn notice or having not having enough liquid down in here to keep anything from burning. So anyway, I'm only adding a little bit of pasta sauce here at this point and just mixing that in. Maybe about 1/3 cup of pasta sauce. And then we're going to add in our penne noodles. I've got a 1-pound box of pasta. I'm dumping in the whole entire thing. If you want to half this recipe, you can do that as well. Just going to get the noodles down in here, spread around, and we're going to add in some water. And I'm just going to add enough water to where all the pasta is covered. So my measurements, I have measuring cups, I promise you. I'm just too lazy to get them out. I used a cereal bowl and just filled it with water. So whatever that is, that's the measurement we're going with today. It was just next to me in the cabinet, so that's what I pulled out. Anyway, we just want to cover that pasta, push it down into the liquid. We are going to add some more sauce, so about a cereal bowl and then a little more. Now, to top this off, we're going to add a little bit of sauce. I'm not going to use this entire 2-pound jar of sauce. I'm going to use half of it in this dish, a little more than half. I'll show you what it looks like, what's left in the bottle. I say, you know, you can save it in your fridge and use it for other meal. The pasta sauce will save in your fridge for a couple weeks. Now, to top this off, I'm going in with a little bit more of the dried basil, the Italian seasoning. It's got a little bit of everything in it. And then that's going to be it for that. Just give it a little mix there to get that moved around. And now we are ready to start cooking. We're going to flip our smart switch up from air fry to rapid cook. And I'm going to come down here to steam and bake. It's already preset to 325. Let's go 350 for time. Let's just start at 12 minutes and see where that gets us. Hit the start button. What it's going to do is it's going to take a few minutes. It'll take about 4 or 5 minutes for the water that's in there to heat up to the temperature where it can start steaming. Once it does that, you'll see the steam come out of the side. Once it's heated up, the timer will start counting down from 12 to 0, and we will check this about midway. We can give it a stir. You can open your Speedi as it's cooking and check on things. So, see you back in a few. By the way, guys, I told you I'd show you how much sauce was left in the jar. This is the family size, and so here you can see I've used, I guess, about what a regular jar of pasta sauce amount would be, so that's what we have left. Getting super close. Alright guys, the timer has just started counting down. Got that steam coming out. Alright you guys, this is smelling really good. I say we go ahead and give it a peek. Whoa, steam. Definitely super duper hot in there, you guys. Oh yeah, I can tell the pasta is definitely cooking. I want to give this a stir just to get that meat up off of the bottom of the pot. Definitely don't want to burn it. I'm going to say it's not going to take the 12 minutes, you guys. It's probably going to take maybe 1 to 2 more minutes. And then we'll add our cheese on top and let it broil for just a second. Yeah, I'd say, 7 to 8 minutes, and this is going to be done on that steam and bake function. So we'll let it go down about another minute, and then we will go ahead and add our cheese on there, and then we're going to go over and just broil the top of it for just a few minutes. Alright guys, we are at exactly 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So I hit the stop button. I'm gonna go ahead and add in some mozzarella cheese and mix it around. Maybe, I don't know, a handful of cheese, maybe a little extra. And mix this around, and then we're gonna top it with some cheese. We want this to be nice and cheesy, because that's what pasta dreams are made of. If you wanted to just serve it from this point, you can. It's ready to go, ready to eat. Our meat was already sauteed and fully cooked. Get you a better view. So now what we're gonna do is just top it with mozzarella. You could use Parmesan, as I mentioned earlier, or if you don't like cheese, you don't have to add any at all. I love cheese and I love cheesy pasta dishes, so this is right up my alley, you guys. It's gonna take it no time to melt down at all. If we want to broil this, we're going to take our smart switch from rapid cook back to air fry, and we're going to click the down arrow down to broil. It's automatically set on 450. The lowest it'll go is 400, so we'll do that, and then we'll give it about 5 minutes. So it's going to be like a baked ziti kind of. Alright guys, so I set the timer for 5 minutes, but at 2:32, there it is. You can see the cheese has browned up on here, and that is done. So looks kind of like your baked ziti that you would make in the oven, just in less time, you guys, and in one pot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and serve some of this up onto a plate and give it a taste test. The broil did not take as long as I thought it would. Nice and cheesy, all that cheese hanging off the spoon there. Alright guys, I'm about to get a fork and dig into this. You can see all that steam. It's super hot, guys, so let's be careful here. I'm just gonna grab a couple noodles and give this a try. Oh yes, that's good. I love the penne pasta because the sauce goes down into the inside of the noodles. Just look at that cheese. It's absolutely delicious, you guys. So easy, so simple to throw together. I highly recommend that you make this. Just make sure that you don't walk away and burn the top of your pasta, because it does that broil function. Even at 400, it browned it up pretty quickly. Anyways, thank you guys for watching and hanging out. And I'm about to introduce you to my little special guest here at the end, you guys, so enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Here's Big Titan. He's my Great Dane. I don't think I've shown him on camera before. You've seen Oliver, but... Hey, Titan. Hi, buddy. Hi. Hi, Mr. Cutie Patootie. You gonna say hi? Titan. Yes, he's a good boy. He's a good fella. He's a good fella. Say hi.